It is now December 19th, 2015, 1:19 in the morning, Central Standard Time. There is a vehicle just sitting there. We're looking at the headlights. This isn't showing up as well as I was hoping it would on this camera. Right in front of the mailbox that's right in front of our house, at the end of our driveway. It's a very odd hour. They made some noise. I think they wanted me to see that they're sitting there, so it seems likely to be an intimidation tactic. Let's see if we zoom in, if we can make anything out better. I wonder, just thinking about what I can do to make it show up better that it is indeed a vehicle. I'm going to start over, and this time I'm going to start the focus right on the vehicle. Let me show for reference where this is. See that bright white light at the top of that lamp pole is a very good reference. That's at the end of our driveway. I'm looking out the window that faces out to the driveway, and so there is a vehicle just parked there, and they don't have to have their lights on if they don't want to be seen, but they made some noise to draw my attention to them. I believe that was the purpose, and they've got, at least the lights don't look even. I don't know if it's the angle, but I think maybe one of their lights is not working or something for some reason, or is not on, but the headlight closest to the house is on. It is now 1:27 in the morning, Central Standard Time, February 19th, 2015. I should probably note that it is generally for Fridays. Sometimes I send it out a little, like literally within a matter of hours early, or a couple hours after, in terms of the midnight cutoff for it to technically be Friday. So sometimes Thursday night or early Saturday morning, but basically for Fridays, weekly, since I wrote my December 16th, 2014 testimony to the United States Senate Judiciary Committee, formerly called the United States Committee on the Judiciary, with regard to campus sexual assault, specifically in terms of the subject matter. I have been updating them and some other related parties weekly. So now it's the wee hours of the morning, early Saturday morning, basically right at the end of Friday, and I did send out my Friday update. I actually sent it close to midnight one day ago. So this one I sent out on the early side. I don't have my email pulled up in front of me right now, but I sent it within a couple hours of midnight, to the best of my recollection. So basically before I went to sleep last night, so that it would be there by the start of the business day on Friday today, especially since we're coming into holidays. I wanted to make sure the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee received the update. This vehicle, this is now the third part of this me recording, because when I first started recording, I used my mobile phone that clearly shows the one that most clearly shows the time and date for establishing when this is happening, and then I had to change focus, because when I focus in that close, it doesn't let me change the focus to focusing far enough to show that this is lights from including that bright white one there is a headlight. There's either the angle or for some other reason it seems like their right headlight is not on. but there's a vehicle sitting there, most likely for intimidation purposes. It certainly would not be the first time. And so I'm just video documenting this. And they're sitting right in front of our mailbox. Dr. Lockman and Dr. McIntyre are not home yet. That is typical. Suspicious, actually, I do believe, in terms of pointing to the nature of their work, frankly, but not atypical. So they're at the office. Well, I just heard some people speaking, but I couldn't make out what they're saying. I mean, they're probably hearing everything I'm saying right now, because historically they have me well surveilled, so they know I'm narrating this video. But in any case, see, that's the main yellow light. That's basically above the mailbox, and they're there, right below it, right in front of the mailbox. So I had referenced, I'm gonna, let me see, maybe I'll zoom out some, let me see. I'd referenced another light to help show, what I don't want to do is have discontinuity. There is a bright white light a little bit further to the left, but it seems like I can't zoom out enough now to get that in without potentially risking an all black screen. And I avoid all black screens when I can help it, when I'm trying to show continuity, because I want to show very clearly that this is unedited video footage. You know what I'm going to do, since I can't focus in on the screen that clearly shows the time and date, I'm going to call Dr. McIntyre and see when they're expecting to come home. Maybe let them know this vehicle is there, in case they don't already know. See their reaction in any case, and get a verification of the time and date. I just put it on speaker, so it's 1:33 a.m. Central right now, December 18th, 2015. Oh, sorry. We just moved into Saturday, so now it's December 19th, 2015.
Hi, Larry.
Hi. Are you at the office?
Yeah, we're just leaving the office here in a little while. I have to take Larry home.
Okay, so you haven't left yet, but you're about to leave?
Yeah, we've left already, but we're headed to the huddle house, I think.
Well, actually, could you come home directly, please?
And get you?
No, I'm not coming out to eat. There's a vehicle that has been very strangely, for quite some time now, with their headlights plural to singular, because I actually only see their left headlight clearly on, sitting directly in front of our mailbox. They're just sitting there, and they seem to have made the point to draw my attention to them, because they were being quite noisy and revving the vehicle until I came to the window, so I think they're trying to intimidate me.
I don't think so, but I'll come check it out.
Well, I don't know what business they have there at this hour, just sitting there.
Well, they have a party down there at the end like they did.
No, they're not parked. They're not parked. They didn't turn the car off, is what I'm saying. They're sitting there with the car running.
I'll check it out.
Now, hold on. What time do you think it is right now? Do you realize what time it is?
1:30.
Yeah, it's 1:34 in the morning.
I don't care what time it is. I'll come check it out. Okay, bye.
Wait, today, is it the 19th now of December?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so it's December 19th, 2015. Yesterday, or within a couple of hours of then. I sent it on the early side. It might have been technically a little bit before midnight for December 18th, 2015. I sent my most recent weekly update to the United States Senate Judiciary Committee.
That's a big meeting this week.
What did you say?
I doubt seriously that anybody will be meeting this week before Christmas.
Wait, somebody's running out of that vehicle right now. This camera, unfortunately, didn't pick it up because it's too dark. But somebody just ran, literally just took off running out of the, I think the sound of them opening and closing the door might have been heard, but and maybe with enhancement they could be seen, but they just ran out of that vehicle that's parked in front of our mailbox over further in toward the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, where those kids are all having...
No, it was no kid. It was an adult male, and he did not look like a young adult male.
Males. They were all adult males and females.
Okay, he did not look like a young adult male. He was not even close to being a young adult male. He was at least in his 30s, maybe older.
Okay, stop talking, and I'm going to come home and check it out.
Well...
I got to get Bridget out of here, and I got to get some things done before I can do that. But as quick as I can, I'm going to get over there and check it out.
Okay, so what do you intend to do if it seems like there are people there in that vehicle that's still hanging out right in front of our...
What the hell they're doing there?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Well, the longer... I don't like to miss anything, but I also have to balance that with the longer I run the video, the longer it's going to take for the video to upload and process, which means the longer it'll take for it to be publicly visible, which means that if it is organized perpetrators trying to intimidate me, it gives them more time to think of things that they might be able to do to grab me and or the footage or something. So I think I'll just end this video out here and piece those three pieces together real quickly and post it, and I'll add text annotations using the post-upload text annotations feature YouTube has. Let me just note real quick to let you know if there was anything eventful comes out of Dr. McIntyre says he's going to ask these people what they're doing there. So if anything actually eventful comes out of that or informative, I will put a note. And the text annotations that go in post-upload are visible, at least in general, from laptops and desktops, but there seems to be an issue where they're not necessarily visible from more portable devices such as mobile phones. Okay, thank you everyone who's been providing ongoing supportiveness for me and the countless others who have been targeted by psychological operations groups since childhood. In fact, in at least some cases, including mine, the targeting seems to be from even before the person would have conscious memories, because it is multi-generational when the organized perpetrators are able to pull it off multi-generationally, and in many cases across the world they seem to have been able to pull it off. They have certainly done things to target the person believed to be my biological mother. So I really don't like going into detail about other people's stories, though. I feel it's up to them. I mean, unless they make it a more my issue, it's up to them to decide how much they're going to talk about their own experiences. So I will close this out. It is now 1:39 a.m. Central Standard Time, December 19th, 2015.
Just college kids, the same college kids that were here before, the same vehicles, and the one in front of the mailbox is the same Jeep that was parked there before. And they're just down at the end having a party.
Did you talk to anybody?
I told you I did, yeah.
No, I mean, did you talk to anybody from inside the vehicle that still has their headlights on right in front of the mailbox?
Yeah, the Jeep is always there.
Okay, why are they right in front of our mailbox with their headlights on?
There's nowhere else to park.
Why is it not parked? Why are their headlights
and
on?
This guy just ran back to the Jeep just now because it's freezing cold out here. It's 25 degrees out here. And I'd be running too. And there goes a girl right now getting in the back with him.
It's not cold enough for people to have to go running around. It's not so suddenly cold that people should have to go running around between their...
They don't have coats on. They just have sweaters. Like fools. Like didn't have coats on either, stupid fools. All they wore was a sweater. They didn't think it was going to be so cold. I don't know where they ran all day because it was cold all day long. And right now it's 25, 26 degrees out here.
Okay, so why have they been there right in front of our mailbox for all this time at this strange hour with their headlights on?
They're parked all the way down to that two-story house, don't you understand?
No, I'm trying to understand, but I don't understand yet.
They're parked, there's cars parked all the way down to this two-story house. They had a party a couple weeks ago, and they had the same thing then. They were parked all the way down to the two-story house at the end of cul-de-sac. And they're college kids. College age.
The people I've seen running around there look significantly older than college age.
No, they're not. I talked to them.
Did you ask them to move their car from in front of the mailbox?
No, I did not, because there's nowhere to park. Sorry. There's cars parked.
Okay, here's my next question. Then did you tell them to relax and not just leave their car running for no reason? Do they have permission from you to just sit there, so why don't they turn their lights off?
This one guy was waiting for these two girls and this other friend of his to come, and they just came. Had the heater going because it's 25 degrees out there. And the moment they stop, they're going to have ice all over that car. And it's going to be freezing cold inside. Relax. Don't worry about it. It's fine. They're not trying to perpetrate anything. They're just down at the end of the cul-de-sac out front. This guy...
They're just down at the end of where up front?
Same place they were before.
Which is?
The end of the cul-de-sac in the two-story house.
So you said they were there for some sort of party?
Same reason they were there before, about 2 weeks ago. It's Christmas time and they're having parties. They're all out of college right now.
Thanks, bye.
Okay, bye.
So that light that's now on there for that car, just on the inside of the driveway, is where Dr. McIntyre was just calling me from. And interestingly, sorry, let me try that again. The curtain got in the way. So, okay, there he is pulling out. So interestingly, I'll follow as we'll get more light as he goes through. The car that had been sitting there right in front of our mailbox over to the right is no longer there. But they were right up until that time when he made that call to me, and he said that he had talked with them and they just had an innocent explanation, but now they are gone. Only as of that time did they leave. It's at least highly coincidental. Honestly, I would rather think that they were just there for an innocent reason, but experience has me thinking that there's a good chance they were not.